interest from my marketing. So I did that, and then I also did I was doing code violations as well, and then driving for dollars, and then reverse driving for dollars. Now, that was a while back,
That was a
and
while ago, man.
yeah, it was a long while ago. I had to go kind of on a hiatus. I had to get a job. I'm managing a detail shop now, and it's crazy because I'll drive like an hour to work every day. I work 12 hours, and I drive an hour back. So I'm trying to figure out how to work in the time, and I'm thinking with this AI, it's probably going to help me out quite a bit, so I can save a bunch of time. So essentially, I'm shooting to do like 10,000 leads a month, and then do the skip tracing, and then also the marketing, and use AI on a bunch of it to kind of have a little bit of assistance. I'm kind of trying to come up with some kind of plan, and I was wondering if you could help me with that.
Sure.
Okay.
So have you done any deals yet?
No, none.
Okay. And so how many bandit signs did you put out?
So initially you told me to do 100, buy 100 signs, and then put out 100 signs, 33 in each. And I did that. That was a long time ago. I didn't really get anything from that. I got a code person calling me about one of them. I guess it was too nice of an area or something. They just didn't really like that.
Okay.
Or maybe it wasn't a code person. I don't know. It was someone from the city, and they were saying, hey, you're not really supposed to be putting out signs over here. I don't,
Yeah,
that was,
that's code enforcement for you.
Okay. So that's what that was. But yeah, anyways, what I'm doing now is code violations. So last night before, like as soon as I got home, before I went to sleep, I went ahead and I put in requests for 11 different cities already in Dallas. And today I'm going to do another 10 to 20 to go ahead and try to get those leads coming in. So whenever I get the flow, I'll be able to start skip tracing. So therefore, I'm going to use your skip tracing. I'm not opposed to paying for this stuff at this point. I don't have time right now. I've got more money than I do time. So that's kind of the issue that I'm running into.
Okay. How much time can you put into wholesaling?
I'm trying to find it. So I just sat down with upper management and I let them know, hey, I'm going to start trying to get off at about 5 o'clock so I can go and work. So I'm guessing probably 2 to 3 hours a day that I can actually work, but it's going to be near the end of the day. So that's the issue.
Have you done reverse trying for dollars before?
I did, yeah. And
you say you did like a bunch of them or something?
Yeah, about 100. I've always kept track of everything I've done on, paper and all in my computer, that kind of thing. And I kind of go by that and I mark my numbers, that kind of thing. So I did 100.
Wait, 100 bandit signs or 100 reverse trying for dollars sticky notes?
I also did 100 of those. I was trying to kind of gather easy statistics off of 100.
I like it.
Yeah, so that's kind of what I went off of. And honestly, I don't know what the deal was. Maybe you know something that I don't. But whenever I was pulling code violations, I was requesting for tall weeds and grass, substandard structures, and that was the only ones they allowed me. You told me to go for the mold and mildew as well, but I guess it's too far away from the coast and they don't do it in Dallas. That's what I was told, and so many of the different cities that I went to. So
I had no idea there's no when you're away from the coast, there's no mold in Dallas.
Hey, I thought there was mold in Dallas, but
apparently there's no mold anymore. Okay. There's no water in Dallas. It doesn't rain in Dallas. Okay, hey.
Right.
This is new info for me.
That's just what I was told. So whenever I went and asked for it, they said that we can give you tall grass and substandards. So I went for those two. Those were the types. And then I went through a bunch of different cities, got 100 different violations, and then went reverse driving for dollars after I got all those leads in. And I got 7 calls back from those, and half of those, well, 3 of them, were angry people. Don't stick sticky notes on my door, that kind of thing. I don't care. But then there was a few more. But I mean, that's like a super low conversion rate, and that's essentially direct mail. So I mean, am I missing something there? Is there something?
I don't think you have enough data, dude. I'm just being honest. I don't think there's enough data, man.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, 100 reverse drawing for ours leads aren't going to be enough. We're going to pump those numbers up.
Yeah, and that's why at this point, like I say, I don't have a lot of time. I have to be at the shop that I'm in.
3 hours is plenty of time, dude. Reverse trying for dollars.
Okay. I mean, it's a big area, and like I say, I drive 2 hours a day. I spend at least, at minimum, 2 hours in the car every day, driving to work and driving back home. So it's 14 hours total, probably 15 if you account for traffic in the morning combined with the afternoon. So I'm just trying to make this stuff work. I'm not giving up.
I think it will work. But
okay,
one thing I'll tell you is, do you have any cash buyers?
I have a small list from Waco whenever I used to stay down in Waco, but right now I'm just trying to get my leads in and then start finding deals, and then
let's do this, okay?
Okay.
Here's the problem, dude. You don't even have cash buyers. If you get a deal locked up right now, you're probably not gonna be able to sell it because you're kind of being all over the board here. Let's
Okay.
find 5 good cash buyers in Dallas.
Okay.
Let them give you an area and then niche out to that area. Let's do some
Okay.
speed holes. I call it speed wholesaling, right?
Okay.
Let's just niche it out. Like, let's just do that, man. I think it'll be way better for you.
Sounds good. And then the 10,000 leads, still, that's fine. Doing that 10,000 leads a month, and then start doing the skip tracing. So whenever I do skip tracing, I guess I go through Zach data.
You use whatever you want, man.
Okay.
I am telling you this though. Make sure you do the areas your cash buyers want. Don't do areas that they don't want.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Yes, that's fine. And then as far as my marketing, whenever I start marketing out to these leads, SMS, right? So I can use the AI to do the SMS marketing.
Like, what do you mean? Like AI is not going to send out the text for you. That's against the law.
Well, no, just generating a message, I guess.
Yeah. Use AI for it. Yeah, that's great.
All right. So, and then also, I don't want to run into the issue where like a carrier starts to block my messages. I've heard of that being a thing whenever you send out SMS.
Depends on the service you're using.
Okay. So who do you recommend?
SMSZach.com.
SMSZach.com.
Now, I personally, I'll tell you this. I've always said this. Just send messages from your phone starting out if you're doing reverse drawing for dollars. You can do about 50 a day without being hit. That's what I found. So find an ugly house in an area that a cash buyer wants. Take a picture of the property. Skip trace a true Google search. Find the mobile line. Paste it. Say, is everything okay at the house or at this property? And you will get a message back from the owner. I guarantee it. And then you get very good engagement.
Okay.
It's free. And so like you don't have the funds for it, just do that. I'm telling you, that's I think everyone fundamentally should do that. If you don't, everyone should text. Money shouldn't be the barrier for it. But just little stuff like that, it gives you deals, man. So you don't have to use batch and do all these, like you don't have to, man. Like it's not a must. I know a lot of people say it's a must, but like if you just find the cash buyers, do the government lists, do the reverse trying for dollars and take pictures and do that stuff like that, you don't have to spend a bunch of money, man.
I mean, like I say, I'm not opposed to spending the money because at this point, like I seriously, it's very tough. Like I wake up, I'm telling you, I wake up at 3, 4 in the morning. I get in the gym, I get in the car, I come to work. I have to be at the shop 7 o'clock. And then I work, it's actually 13 hours. And then I'll leave at like 6 or 7 in the afternoon, even sometimes 8 o'clock in the car, get home, 9 o'clock. So that's kind of like where I'm at. And that's what I'm telling you. So doing the reverse driving for dollars, that's.
You work 91 hours a week?
What's that?
How many hours a week do you work?
I just kind of market from 8 to 8. In my mind, that's kind of where like I shoot for. But I have to be early because I have to put in all of my employees. I have to put their hours in and all that kind of stuff. It's strenuous.
So you work 12 hours a day?
Yeah.
7 days a week?
No, 6 days a week. I don't work on Sunday.
What job do you have?
Yeah, on site. It's a detailing company. I'm managing.
They make. Do you own it?
No, I'm a manager.
They make you work 84 hours a week?
It's based off of commission. So.
Bro, that's ridiculous. Okay.
I'm telling you, I gotta make the money, man. But
I hope they're paying you well, dude. I mean, honestly, I would just reverse drive for dollars at this point. I think that's the only thing you got, dude. At working 84 hours a week, just do that, man.
Well, so I mean, I guess explain to me how if I reverse drive for dollars, I'm doing that during nighttime. I have to sleep and everything.
You can pull the pre-foreclosures, you can pull the code violations, you can pull the probates, and then put the addresses in Google Maps, and it'll show you where to go.
Yeah, but I mean, I get that. I've done that before. That's what I'm saying. I've done it before. It takes a ton of time, and I don't really have the time. That's what I'm kind of saying. I'm trying to find the time, but reverse driving for dollars as of right now, like I say, I'm not opposed to spending the money on letters and sending them out because I don't have the time. I just don't.
Do probate mailers and drop $1,000 a month in SMS.
Okay.
It's probably what I do if you don't have the time for it.
Probate mailers, is that the same thing as just $1,000 in SMS? $1,000 is going to give me those 10,000 leads marketed out to?
Yeah.
Okay, that'll work.
I believe so. Let me do the math here. Hold on. I believe it will give you. I think I'll probably give you. Yeah, that'll probably work.
So $1,000.
Yeah, 10,000 outbound. Yep, you're good.
Okay, perfect. So 1,000. Okay, so that's great. That's pretty much kind of what I needed to know. But I mean, is there any other tips something else that you recommend that I'm missing?
I mean, texting's probably the best for your time because it's like an hour or two really a day at most, and so it's not that difficult to do. It just costs a bunch of money like that. That's why I don't talk to most people about it until they actually have the cash for it. But SMS probably gonna be your best bet, dude.
Okay.
And bandit signs, but I already told you about bandit signs. Yeah,
and then I can just deal with the leads that are pretty much like interested, and then I can kind of go from there. I think it's a better use of my time anyway. So
I think so too.
That's a pretty solid plan.
All right, man.
All right.
I'm just when I see someone that has a job, I assume they work 40 hours a week because that's pretty normal. 84 hours a week is a lot. If he's a manager, commissions, he's a hustler. I love it. I get it. It's a tough grind. And so I'll say for Quentin, what he's doing is a very tough grind. It's not an easy thing what he's doing. It is not easy at all that we're working 84 hours a week, working out, and then doing it. I give him his props, right? Guys, I'll let, if you ever worked 84, 90, 100 hours a week I've had for wholesaling, I can't really say he's a complainer. I can't call him a complainer. Now, there's a lot of people I call complainers. I don't think he's one of them. I'll tell everyone that, okay? A guy like that, I'm not calling him a complainer, right? He's doing a lot, right? And I believe him on his word, right? Like you're nowhere without your word. Words your bond, right? And so it's tough, right? Now, I don't make excuses, right? Like you can complain a little bit, but like there's no excuse of why you can't still do a deal though. You could still get a deal with that much time, right? You could still do it. It's just what are you willing to cut out of your life for it, right? Obviously the work, it's money, got kids, stuff. I get it. But the one thing you got to cut out is the cash. Like you're going to spend some money, right? If you're working that hard, you should make some money. And so put that, I'd say 1,000 for SMS for those government type of leads and for like a prop stream or ZachData.com type list, that's probably the best bet for you for your success. And so when you're doing all these things, that's probably where I'd be starting out. And that's probably what I'd be like doing. And so a lot of wholesalers out here, they're not willing to put in the work. And if you're willing to put in the work, you'll clearly have success. And I think the one thing I've shown you today is with AI, with all this technology, there should be zero excuses right now in your wholesaling real estate business why you're not going out here and pulling the government list. It's literally, it just spits it out for you. And you kind of have the leads already kind of like what to say, where to put them, where to skip trace them. Cost isn't there. It's not there. You can complain all day, but complain while you're working. All right. I want everyone to understand that. Yes, I'm working so hard. I get you're working. Complain while you're doing the work though. Okay. And that's when I'll let you know. You can be complaining, you can be in a bad attitude, but do the work. All right. You know how many times I was complaining about getting up early while putting bandit signs out at 5 a.m.? I can't believe I have to get up this early. But I was saying it while I was putting bandit signs out. I was doing the work while I was doing it. So I don't make excuses. I'll complain. I will complain sometimes. All right. But I'm not going to make an excuse why I can't do something due to complaining it. Right. I've had times where I've complained because it's cold outside, right? I'm not going to be a little baby. I'm going to still go out there. I'm going to complain about it. Oh, it's so cold, And so guys, go out here and do the work it needs to do. If you're willing to put in the work, it's all on freewholesaling.com. Go there, learn wholesaling real estate for free. And I'll see you guys soon. Make sure you guys hit that like button, subscribe, go to freewholesaling.com, and I'll see you all soon. This is Zach signing out. Have a blessed one.